Hello everyone. So I'm back with one more video. So today we are going to see how we can validate the data in Excel. Data validation is one of the most important aspect because ultimately we have to validate what the user is typing. Many times what happened that if we have to take our input from the user like name and we have to assure that it should not exceed 50 characters or 30 characters, but they're continuously typing their big names, that would cause a problem. Or we want contact number. Now contact number is required of 10 digits in India. So that's what I need to assure that it should be 10 digits starting from 6, 7, 8 or 9. So first let's make one of the data sheet and in that we are going to work on. So first some headings I'm just giving like name, contact number, date of birth, then it is email ID which I need to get. I need to get for city. So all these things we are requiring. Now first I need to make sure that name should not exceed 50 characters. Right now I can type anything. Nothing is stopped. Nothing is going to be want. So I'll select first of all these 20 names I need to 20 records I need to type over here. So I'll just select and make a border. And now let's start with the validation of date. So I'll select the cells which I need to validate. Then I'll move to data ribbon or data tab over here. And we have the option of data validation. Under the data tools group, we have data validation. So you can see by default, any value is allowed. We can give any value. But I do not want to allow any value. I want to allow specific number of characters. So here we have the option of text length. I'll select text length. Now I'll give it less than or equal to. So you can see we have not between, equal, not equal, greater, less. I'll give less than or equal to 50 characters. Now we have another tab which says input message. When you place your cursor on this cell, what the message it should be shown. So show input message when cell is selected, it's already checked. I'll give it over here name. And I'll put a message, enter your name, which should not exceed 50 characters. Okay. And we have now third tab, which says error alert. Are you going to stop them to write their name? No, I can't stop them to write their name. I can just give a warning. And I'll give a title over here as name error. I'll say your name exceeds 50 characters. Only first 50 character will be printed. So let's click on OK. And now you can see when I put cursor, it's showing me this message. If I type over here Abhay, accepted, Abhay Singhania, accepted. But if I write anything greater than 50 characters, you can see it says name error, your name exceeds 50 character, only first 50 character will be printed. So yes or no? I'll say continue, yes. Now if I'll click on this data validation again, and here we have circle invalid data. So this data will be circled because it's an invalid data. Now if I'll again type over here Abhay, this circle has been removed. So this is how I can validate number of characters in a name. Now let's talk about contact number. Now as we all know that in India, we are having 10 characters, 10 digits in contact number. And in India, we are starting from 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. These 4 digits are there, which is at the start of the contact number. I'm not talking about plus 91 has to be added. Only contact number of 10 digits. So I need to assure that that number should only be entered, nothing else. So let's go on to again data validation. Settings. Here I'm going to talk about whole number. Whole number between, now as I told you, from 6 we have to start. So 6 and we have 10 digits. So 90, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 means total 9. So 6 and after that 9 zeros. It became 10 digits starting from 6 and maximum 10 times 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can input the message according to your need, error alert according to your need. I'm not giving anything. I'll just click on OK. Now, if I'm typing over here ABCD, you can see it says doesn't match. Retry. If I type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, again it says something. And if I make 8798989898, it's accepted. But if I change this to start to 5, 4, not accepted. So that sort of thing we can do into this particular scenario. This is how we can validate the contact. So date of birth. I need to assure that the student age should be minimum 16 years, not less than that. We are doing one of the, for participating in certain thing, they should be at least 16-year-old. So I'll select date of birth, I'll go on data validation. Settings, here we have the option of date. I can make it less than today's date, that's 8/12/2005. 16 years means 2005. Less than this date. I click on OK. And now if I type 10/12/2006, not accepted. But if I give 2005, again not accepted. But if I'll make this one as 7, accepted, because we have given 8/12/2005. So this is how, even if you want that it should not be today's date or future date, like we are taking input from the sales date, and it should not be today's or future date. So I can make it a formula is equal to today minus 1 or minus 2, whatever you want exactly. Right. Now for city, first I'm going to talk about, then I'll come back to email. City, the best way of doing it, validation, is make a drop down. From that only the person should select. So I'll just type in some city name, Bhopal, Lucknow, Kanpur, Dehradun, Haridwar, Ranchi. Now, these are quite enough. I'll just click on city, data validation. And here we have the option of list. So I'll give a list of these things. So I'll just select the source from here, all these names, and click on OK. Again, input message and error, it's not required even when we have a drop down. So OK. And now you can see we have a drop down. We can get any name from there. Later on videos, I'll show you how we can make dependent drop down. Like if city is Lucknow or Kanpur, it should only display in the state as Uttar Pradesh. If city is Bhopal, it should only display Madhya Pradesh. If city is Dehradun or Haridwar, it should only display Uttarakhand. So that kind of stuff. Now the last step comes to email ID. Now I want that email ID should be something like abcd@a.com, like this. It should not be abcd or abcd@, this sort of thing it should not. So let's do the validation. This is the most interesting validation because many of the people do not go for this. So let's start with it. I'll go on again, data validation. So do you have any data validation option over here for email ID, whole number, decimal, list, date, time, text length, only these. No special thing like that. So I'll want custom. And here I'm going to put a formula. So first of all, what I need to assure, I cannot assure that it should be only Gmail. I cannot say that it should be only Yahoo, but I can assure that it should have a at the rate, and after at the rate, it should have a dot. At least after one character of the at the rate, it should have a dot. That's I can assure. Then it makes a valid email ID. So if you remember in the last session, in the last video, I have given you one of the way of finding the space with find, finding a with find. So that find function we have seen. So here I'm going to use find function is equal to find. First, what I need to find is dot in this one, but from where? I need to first find at the rate in this and do +2 into this. Okay, let's close. So first find it will execute this find. It's going to find it out at the rate in this D2. Then it will do +2 into it, not +1, +2, because I want that at least one character we should have over there. +2 in this, and from there it's going to find out the dot. And that's validate my email ID. You can put input message, error alert, whatever you want. I'll click on OK. It says it is going to evaluate a error. I'll say okay, not an issue. Yes. Now if I type ABCD, you will get error. If I type ABCD at the rate, even dot, if I add over here, not allowed. .com, not allowed. If I'll say a.com, it's allowed. So that's how I can validate email ID also with a formula. Now, two more data validation options were there, which I have not touched till now. That is decimal and time. So decimal is same as whole number. We are doing whole number. If you want to set decimal, that between this and this only the decimal rate should be, of course, you can give or less than or equal to whatever you want. In the same way, you can go for time. If you want that the time should be between X time or Y time, you can give over here the time, or it should be less than, of course, you can create a formula also over here. What will be the end time? I'll say is equal to time and R now, comma, minute now, comma, second now, close. Now what I did is I want that the time should be less than the current time. Whenever you are putting the time, it should be less than the current time. So that's what I made a time with of hour of now, minute of now, and second of now. It will create a time over it. Okay. Okay, might be I have left some bracket or something. R now. Okay, I have not opened the bracket over here. Now it should not evaluate. Done. Now I can adjust like that. So this is what we can do in this data validation option. It's a very important feature in Linux, in Excel. It's very important feature, right? So I will be back with some more videos on this. So for this time, I'm ending over here. Thank you for watching this video.